Hello Libra, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, focusing on ex partnerships here and ultimately taking a look at will your ex return. General, as always, it will not resonate with every single person. Please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and release what doesn't. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box, and I will include a link to the decks and creators that you see here today. Libra and of course cross watchers are certainly welcome. These are the three that we're going to be using for the focus messages. The first is by Sister Moon Tarot, the Twin Flame Current Vibes deck, and of course you don't have to identify with the Twin Flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. And I've combined volume 1 and 2 of The Journey of Love by Bridget of Divine Essentials, and then lastly the Flames of Truth Oracle by Angelic Revelation 144. So we're going to grab a card from each deck here to get things started, Libra. All right, so let's begin. And before I get started, because we get thousands of comments, yes, thousands, like I have an assistant reading through my comments because I just don't have time, unfortunately. And whenever I do an X reading, we get at least 100 comments of people bashing their ex. It's like, if you hate your ex, please don't watch this reading. This is for those of you who would want them back, or at least want some sort of closure or healing in that partnership, not because you hate them. All right, so if you're done, you're done. So we've got faith. I believe in all the things I cannot see. I trust it's unfolding as it is supposed to. Okay, so maybe they're just trying to believe and hold on to that faith that there's a chance for you guys to work this out. You could as well be able to relate to that. All right, so let's grab one from the Journey of Love decks here. Angels and Spirit Guides for Libra. All right, guided to this one. I just want loyal companionship. Okay, so if loyalty was affected in the partnership, if that was an issue, maybe there has been a shift in their way of thinking and how they perceive this relationship. They're ready to offer that loyalty to this connection, Libra. Now, if you're able to relate to these messages for yourself, if you're trying to just have faith that if things are meant to come back together, you guys can work it out. All right, so we're going to have to see, of course, what the rest of the messages convey here. So let's grab your last focus card. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Libra. Okay, I'm guided to this one. If it wasn't for the circumstances, I would have married you the first day we met. I was that sure about you, and I just wanted my soul spouse back. Oh my God. So what are the circumstances? So there could have been obstacles here, Libra. And I can't help but intuitively feel that maybe somebody was already married. Maybe they were not free to be your soul spouse in this lifetime, or at the time that you guys had connected. If it wasn't for the circumstances, whatever they were, I would have married you the first day we met. They were that certain, they were that sure, or maybe you were, about how fantastic this connection actually was. So let's take a look and see if that can actually be a reality here. I'm going to go ahead and pull cards from the Angels of Romance Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Libra. Let's see if we can uncover what some of those circumstances were and why things could not continue the way they were. Because I feel there was this instant attraction between you guys, and enough that they saw a future with you, or that you saw a future with them. That instant attraction is what I'm getting here. An intense chemistry. Look at this. Look at this. Chosen one. Unbreakable. This unbreakable bond. Cupid's arrow. Oh my. It does say new love interest, okay? So for some of you guys, maybe right now you're in another relationship, but this person here, your ex, could have represented the one or the one that has actually captured your heart. Whoa. In lust with you, don't let the sweet talk fool you, okay? So it's important for some of you guys that it wasn't just the physical connection. You know, it could have been very passionate. You guys could have had a very magnetic attraction towards each other sexually, but it has to be more than that. This could have been an issue also on the down low, secretive, sneaky. I kind of get that because remember, right from the very beginning, I was kind of intuitively feeling here that some of you guys might have gotten yourself involved with someone who was already married. That's why we've got circumstances here that were preventing you guys from taking things further. So maybe there was sneakiness going on here and loyalty was compromised. Golden opportunity. Don't let this special connection pass you by, Libra. But some of you guys do need to do the shadow work here to heal. Healing personal rooted issues. So whatever these issues are that you might be aware of for yourself, shadow work would be quite beneficial to heal that. And maybe your person, they need that as well, because you perhaps need to heal energies tied into the past or even prior relationships. This could apply to your person as well, especially if they were already in a committed partnership and if there was cheating and infidelity here. So they've got their own issues to deal with. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Silhouettes deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know here? Dream house. It's not a home unless we're in it together. You guys could have lived together, or you might have even talked about getting your dream house someday, and then the breakup came, and therefore they could be living in this dream house all by themselves without you, or you could be there by yourself without them. Look at this. We've got shadows coming through here. So that's reference to the shadow work that needs to be done either for yourself or both of you or the other person. The only way to make friends with your inner demons is to face it, heal from it, and move on. Exactly. Complicated for sure. Because for some of you guys, the complicated circumstance is someone was already taken. I'm just getting that intuitively. Take that only if it applies. So this card does say you and I, we're a complex duo. This love story hasn't been easy. Ups, downs, challenges, obstacles to overcome. But you and I together, we can get through it all. And that's the key. You guys have to do this together. Otherwise it's lopsided and it's out of balance. There's something about the springtime that's coming through here. So we are obviously in March already. This can apply to the month of March, April, and May, where love can bloom and grow once again between you and your ex. Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini are specific signs for this card, but it can be anyone. There's this Bridges card coming through also. Know which ones you need to burn, which ones to rebuild, and which ones to avoid. Absolutely. So if the whole storyline of someone who's already attached or they were married, it could have been you, it could have been them. If they're no longer invested in that partnership, then they need to burn that bridge and move on and perhaps focus on this relationship. And if you guys want to rebuild this bridge between the two of you, it takes effort from both of you. Working together, doing it together. And this bridge of division between the two of you, this bridge of infidelities or trust issues, that needs to be avoided as well. Let me grab one more card here. One more card, please, for Libra. Yeah, you see? Look at that. Temptations. Not everything you see is meant for you to have. Temptations, infidelities, loyalty issues, trust issues. That is what has contributed to why we've got shadows popping up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this. So definitely a complicated situation, Libra. We're going to have to see if it can be repaired. So I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. If you are new to my channel, this is a deck that I created especially for beginners who would like to learn how to read tarot. The majority of the cards do have upright and reversed cards. It does include new oracle messages, new court cards, in addition to all of the usual tarot cards in any deck. All right, Libra, so let's go ahead and take a look. What is up here? We've got the Empress, so my feminines, you're coming through with that Empress vibe. This is the Divine Feminine, which can represent motherhood, okay, fertility, pregnancy. It's a very nurturing energy with the Empress. Some of you guys could have already had children, either together, or if you were married at the time, or if you're in another relationship, you could have already had children with your masculine or somebody else. If you do identify with the whole circumstances here attached to infidelity and third-party situations, if that was a part of the vibe that you were in, my feminines, then perhaps at this point in time, you have to just be very nurturing to yourself and do what feels right for you. Because this is also an energy of abundance and creativity for the Divine Feminine. Interesting how we've got the Seven of Pentacles here. So Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, right next to the Empress, which is, again, pregnancy, fertility. Seven of Pentacles is gestation, growing, which these two together could certainly be some of you guys might be expecting at this point in time. That could be an obstacle for some of you if, for example, you're already in another relationship, you've moved on to somebody else. You could have already gotten married to somebody else at this point, and maybe you're having a baby, you're expecting. That's for some of you. And therefore, this X is going to run into a barrier of coming towards you. Take that if it makes sense. But this is also a card of perseverance. That hard work does pay off. And if you guys work together to repair the damage that has been caused in the breakup and the separation, there's a chance. But I can't make that up. Look at that. Seven of Swords is your own air energy, Libra. This is deception, lies, cheating, betrayal, trickery, third parties, infidelities. It's all right there. So this is a very clear message for some of you guys that has to do with the circumstances brought up in this card. Because again, and I'll read it again, if it wasn't for the circumstances, I would have married you the first day we met. You know, of course, with the understanding that it could have been love at first sight. There was that instant attraction. I see a future with you. I could marry you someday. They were that sure. Or maybe you were that sure if you resonate with that for yourself. If you see your person, this individual, as your soul spouse. So if your ex has moved on to somebody else, then that could be the issue here. Wow. We've got the Christmas tree, so the holiday season, Christmas time could have been very special for the two of you. Or someone's birthday could be during the holidays, during Christmas. This is someone who's very popular, has lots of friends, very family-oriented, very sociable. That could be you, but it could also be your person here. We do have some good news on its way, though, with that Page of Wands. There is good news that's coming through here, Libra. So maybe there's a way for some of you guys to overcome all of these challenges of what happened in the past. because we've got the Nine of Cups right there, which could be a wish that can manifest. This wish can still come true. There's a dream that can manifest here. So will your ex return? If that's what you're hoping for, there's a possibility here, Libra. There is a possibility here. An added interpretation of the Nine of Cups could also be somebody who drinks too much. Might have an issue with alcohol. Okay. And during this time of separation, maybe they've been drinking a little bit too much to numb those feelings. But yeah, deception, lies, affairs, third parties, someone who stepped out on their marriage, that could be part of the issue here. And why you guys are perhaps no longer interacting, because someone's already taken. And again, some of you, my feminines, could be expecting at this time. And if you're not, this simply means that it's a situation that's going to take time. So you got to wait and see how this goes. Maybe right now is not the right time. And that doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever, because time is fluid. It's constantly changing, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and grab some messages here from my ex Oracle. Some of these messages are, of course, from your ex, Libra, but some of these messages could be coming from you to your ex. So let's see what it is this conversation is going to bring forward. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. What do they want to say to you? What do you want to say to them? Let's take a look. I miss your hugs and kisses. Okay, they miss you. They miss those interactions, those intimate moments with you. Look at this, guys. There's no turning back. We can't undo the damage from the past, but we can learn from it, move on, and heal our hearts together. So if you guys can actually work on this together, Libra, then yes, there's a chance for you guys to return and to have a reunion. They're coming through saying, I'm so sorry. Someone's saying, I'm sorry here. Could be either one of you or both of you just being able to finally apologize to each other for what happened. You're the best gift I've ever been blessed with, and I took you for granted. Okay? So if that actually happened, Libra, they now recognize what a very special gift you were. And you could have had your own realizations about them too, and how special a connection that this was. You guys miss each other. And for some of you, yeah, you'll have the opportunity to come back together, because you guys are working on whatever the challenges and circumstances and issues were before. I'm also getting for some of you guys that perhaps this circumstance, whatever it was, it's now cleared. It's no longer a factor, and that's what's going to help you guys make this work. You know, look at the next card. We have a yes right here. Yes, I will return. Yes, I want to fix this. Let's grab one more message. Yes, I love you. You know, so many things that could be a part of that. We've got a couple cards. Okay. I will love you until the end of time. You're everything to me. Please believe that. Okay? So those are the messages, either from you to them or from your ex to you. We've got apologies. We've got the fact that they miss you or you miss them. I will love you until the end of time. That love hasn't gone anywhere. Yes, you guys have had a bit of a difficult breakup or a situation that was very complicated. But if you guys are wanting to work on this partnership, I don't think it's impossible. It really does take two people to put in the effort and to move on and heal from what happened in the past and bring this back together if you're both on the same page. All right, Libra, so that's where I'm going to leave this, and I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you helps you out. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.